Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing WWE Hot Take Season 2, Episode 12. What's your hot take of the week? Let me know down in the comment section below. As normal, we've got 2 hot takes for Monday Night Raw, and 2 for NXT, and 2 for Friday Night SmackDown. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future videos. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have an amazing day, and without further ado, let's get to our first hot take of the week. Jimmy Uso being Jey Uso's mystery partner was disappointing. Well, Jimmy Uso was the mystery partner that Jey Uso was gonna have against A-Town Down Under this past Monday, and honestly, with all the hype and speculation on who the mystery partner could it be, anywhere from Drew McIntyre all the way to Joe Hendry. I mean, WWE did make the obvious choice in having Jimmy be the partner and have the Usos team up for the first time in 18 months. But people in Scotland were expecting something bigger. They were expecting Drew McIntyre on the card. They were hoping for Joe Hendry. But we didn't see any of that. You can tell when Jimmy Uso made his entrance, the crowd felt a little deflated, a little let down over the fact that it wasn't somebody rumored, it wasn't Drew McIntyre, it wasn't Joe Hendry, it was just his brother Jimmy. And granted, they did come out and take care of business against A-Town Down Under, finishing them off with a 1D, but still, WWE was expecting something bigger for this match. You could have pulled anybody you wanted out of the roster. You could have pulled Seth Rollins into this match as well. Jey Uso and Seth Rollins do have some history, so it would definitely be interesting to see how they would have worked together. We know how well Jimmy and Jey could work together. They are one of the best tag teams of this generation. So definitely an expected mystery partner. But here in this situation, the WWE Universe was looking for the unexpected. And when they got hit with the expected, they were kind of like, well, there goes that idea. It didn't really give the pop that it wanted to give with the people out in Glasgow. And honestly, I feel that sentiment too well, because I would have loved to see Joe Hendry make an appearance. I would have loved to see Drew McIntyre be on Monday Night Raw when we're in Scotland. That makes perfect sense. But instead we had Jimmy Uso, and yes, they took care of business. Yes, they won on Monday night. But at the end of the day, Jimmy Uso being Jey Uso's mystery partner was disappointing. And our second hot take of the week, Raquel Rodriguez should have become the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Well, this past Monday night, we saw Lyra Valkyria defending the Women's Intercontinental Championship against the challenger, Raquel Rodriguez, who had Liv Morgan at ringside for this match. And honestly, this was the Raquel Rodriguez show. Raquel Rodriguez dominated about 90% of this match. She just didn't dominate the last 10%. But this was about as one-sided of a challenger over a champion I've seen since Brock Lesnar challenged John Cena at SummerSlam. This was very one-sided. Raquel Rodriguez, every time Lyra Valkyria got going, Raquel would come in and just dominate dominate the match and take control back. Lyra Valkyria would go to the top rope and meet a boot from Raquel Rodriguez that would immediately put the momentum right back on Raquel's side. The match did conclude, though, when Liv Morgan decided to get involved. Lyra Valkyria hit a drop kick to the outside on Liv, and then Raquel was supposed to take an advantage of the distraction, was setting up for the Gahada bomb, but it got rolled up into the most devastating move in all of WWE, and Lyra Valkyria escapes with the Intercontinental Championship. And honestly, yeah, shout out to Lyra Valkyria for going in there, weathering the storm, and coming out to retain your championship. There's no question about that. But if this matchup was to happen again, I don't expect the same outcome. Raquel Rodriguez looked excellent in this match. She dominated, like I said, about 90% of this match, and honestly, she took her eye off the prize for a split second, and sometimes in WWE, that's all it's gonna take, and that's a sheer example of that statement here between these two women in this match. But at the end of the day, Raquel Rodriguez proved that she is the stronger, better competitor than Lyra Valkyria, and in my opinion, Raquel Rodriguez should have become the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. And our third hot take of the week will take us down to NXT. Trick Williams knocking out Javon Evans was delivered perfectly. Well, we had Lexis King defending the Heritage Cup against Javon Evans, and we was pretty deep into this match. Javon Evans was outside of the ring trying to get back in. Oba Femi got involved, hit Javon Evans with a power bomb on the apron, which is the hardest part of the ring, and behind the referee's back, and then Javon Evans got counted out of the match before the match went inside the ring, and what looked like Oba Femi was going to pick the scraps to Javon Evans. The lights went out, and out came Dark State, and honestly, this was gave me vibes of Retribution when they were in WWE. Came out in similar masks, was out in the arena, surrounded the arena, and then Trick Williams came in with a beautiful trick shot to Javon Evans when Javon Evans was trying to get back into the ring, and honestly, it led to Oba Femi and Trick Williams having to be held back by security in the ring. But what I'm focusing on here is the trick shot that Trick Williams delivered to Javon Evans, because this was one of the best finishers that Trick Williams has hit in his entire career, in my opinion. Javon Evans went flying out of the ring, and we did not see him for the rest of the segment, and Trick Williams, that knee landed flush on the face of Javon Evans. Perfectly landed, perfectly timed with how Javon Evans got sent out of the ring, and honestly, it was a devastating trick shot. Now, I know Trick Williams' trick shot can look pretty devastating, but I don't think it's ever looked that devastating on somebody like Javon Evans. Yes, it was a great segment to set up for Oba Femi, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans' triple threat title match at Stand and Deliver. But that trick shot, I don't think he could have delivered that trick shot that well again if he wanted to. And that's no knock on Trick Williams. It was just such an incredible trick shot that he hit. And honestly, Trick Williams knocking out Javon Evans was perfectly delivered. And our fourth hot take of the week, Stephanie Valker proves that she could defend both titles. Well, Stephanie Valker had double duty this past Tuesday night as she was set to defend the NXT Women's Championship against Jada Parker and then defend the NXT Women's North American Championship against Fallon Henley. And Jada Parker and Stephanie Valker had a really good match that started out the show. And honestly, Jada Parker really gave Stephanie Valker a run for her money. Honestly, I would have definitely had Jada Parker win this match, no question about it. Stephanie Valker could still go back and win the title again if she wanted to. And Jada Parker would finally get a championship belt under in her resume. Considering that she's been on the NXT Women's roster now for over 2 years now and still don't have a championship reign to her name is a little sad, honestly. I would put a championship belt around the waist of Jada Parker yesterday and preferably the NXT Women's Championship because she deserves it. She gave Stephanie Valker all she can handle in that ring. Stephanie just had the better performance and came out with the win to retain the NXT Championship. And then Stephanie Valker moved on to Fallon Henley for the NXT Women's North American Championship, and these two had a great match as well. Stephanie did seem a little battered over her first match with Jada Parker, but Stephanie Valker definitely proved that she had enough left in the tank to defend the NXT Women's North American Championship against Fallon Henley as well. And Fallon Henley gave her a run for her money. Fallon Henley was in control a lot of this match because Fallon Henley knew certain parts that she could target, and Fallon Henley is excellent at targeting her opponent when she needs to, and it really helped her out in this match. It didn't help her out enough, though, because Stephanie Valker proved that she has enough in the tank to do double duty. She was able to get the better of Fallon Henley as well as Stephanie Valker successfully defended the NXT Women's North American Championship to walk in and walk out of this week's episode of NXT as the NXT Women's Champion and the NXT Women's North American Championship. The future is definitely bright for Stephanie Valker. My big question is what's next? Why? Because Stephanie Valker has proved that she can defend both belts. And our fifth hot take of the week will take us to Friday Night SmackDown. Charlotte versus Meechin should have been called off. I'm going to say first and foremost, almost everything about this segment, with the exception of the promo that Tiffany Stratton cut afterwards, was a complete dud, in my opinion. Meechin getting jumped by Naomi before the match even began, and Meechin was already almost down and out when Charlotte Flair came in to try to get scrap the bones and put her away quickly. But even that didn't happen because this match ended up going a good 9 to 10 minutes, and Meechin proved that she can hang in there with the best of the best, and this didn't really help Charlotte Flair's image too much either, because she was taking on less than 100% Meechin, who just got her butt kicked by Naomi, and then takes almost 10 minutes to put her away with the figure eight. Honestly, it did make Charlotte look weak in this situation. If you're going to have this match, then Charlotte needs to just win this match in under a minute to prove how dominant she is. But that didn't happen. They could have been saved if that happened. But because it went so long, honestly, it didn't help either woman, in my opinion. And if anything, this match helped the Meechin more than it did Charlotte, even though Charlotte won this match. That's not something you want from WWE or professional wrestling. You want both superstars to go over with the match as well. It didn't seem to happen here, in my opinion. I do think that Charlotte Flair was having an excellent few weeks in her storyline against Tiffany Stratton up until this week. Tiffany really took control of the reins this week. Charlotte had a dud against Michin, and Charlotte probably would have been better off going to the ring and just cutting a promo and continuing to talk, because Charlotte Flair has been on fire on the mic over the past few weeks. We can't deny that. But this, what WWE was looking for, this wasn't it. My honest opinion, Charlotte versus Michin should have been called off. And our final hot take of the week, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, and the ending was the best moment of SmackDown. Well, this past Friday night, we had Drew McIntyre going one-on-one with Randy Orton, and this was actually a really good match. These two were going back and forth, and there were parts where we thought Randy Orton was going to win. There was parts where we thought Drew McIntyre was going to win. This match could definitely be on a pay-per-view, maybe even be at a WrestleMania. But here we are on Friday Night SmackDown, putting Drew McIntyre against Randy Orton, and it worked, honestly. It helped also build up the storyline between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, because right when Randy Orton was in control, looking to put Drew McIntyre away, Kevin Owens would come out, and WWE, of course, Randy Orton does not stay focused on Drew McIntyre, stares directly at Kevin Owens coming down the ramp, fixated on Kevin Owens, gets distracted for way too long. Randy Orton turns around and hits Drew McIntyre with a beautiful Claymore kick. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre was able to defeat Randy Orton, and then Kevin Owens came down and put the beat down on Randy Orton. Kevin Owens attempted to hit his pile driver on Randy Orton, but Randy Orton was able to slither his way out, and then Randy Orton had control in the brawl, and Randy Orton was going to go punt Kevin Owens in the head, but Kevin Owens was able to escape and get out of dodge and run off. Honestly, these two almost was able to hit their devastating finishing move on the other. It left me on the edge of my seat. I absolutely loved this segment. Normally I'm a fan of a clean finish. But if a distraction finish that leads to a brawl between two men after the match is the other option, then yeah, I'm going to enjoy the distraction finish more. Why? Because there's more chaos to the match. Because there's more violence this way. Because you're telling the story more between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. I absolutely loved this segment, and in my honest opinion, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton and the ending was the best moment of SmackDown. And that was WWE Hot Take Season 2, Episode 12. What's your hot take of the week? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future videos. And if you want to see some more of me, Nicky D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of videos that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nicky D, this is the Nicky D channel, and I'll see all y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.